So we're going to change out the chain on your 2013 Kawasaki Ninja 300. So let's see how this goes. Now, I've never done this before, so not really sure. We're just gonna play it by ear and see what we come up with. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take a grinder and cut this old chain off, and then we're gonna try to feed it into the main sprocket and then bring it around. I'm gonna put it in gear, and then I'll slowly let off the clutch until it pulls the chain through, and then hopefully we don't have to do anything with taking off the back wheel. Good choice, bad choice, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. All right, we're gonna cut right through the chain here. All right. Well, that part's done.
Don't touch it. It's off the first one. You're on it.
You should be able to pull it off of that back now. Beautiful. Well, that worked. I was just able to back up and let it come right off the sprocket. Now, I know all of you motorcycle heads out there are going to be like, what in the world? This guy don't know nothing. I ain't saying I do. I'm just doing what I can with what I got. Looks like we're missing some rollers on here.
Did you find the master? You just got it?
Yeah. Here's where we're going to start the bike. I'll put it in gear and slowly let the clutch out while we feed the new chain right through. Actually, I don't know if we'll need to do that or not. Excellent. Hold that up there just so we don't get it in the dirt. Yeah, that's working out all right. Alright. So what we see here is that we obviously are going to need to loosen the back wheel and close it up so that we can get the chain to touch, and then we put our master link in. So yeah, we'll do that now. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna need to clean out some of that junk. Might have been a good idea to do before we put the chain on. Of course. But no worries, we'll get that cleaned out. Yeah, I think that's about as much as we're gonna get with it. I know it ain't super clean, but it's cleaner.
It'll work.
It'll work. Loosen the wheel up here. So we can slide the whole thing forward. And I guess what we'll do is thank you, sir. Can you hit the brakes, please, sir? Loosen up loosen these up pretty good. I think we're gonna need to move this thing forward about half an inch or so. Alright, so I think what we're going to do now is we're going to back the bike up and hit the brakes and see if the wheel will slide forward. Actually, stand the bike up. Never mind, right there, that was easy enough. Just gave it a little bit of a push on the tire. Alright, let's see how close we are now. I think that's going to be real close. So this doesn't have the standard snap in. So, alright. So we've got our little gaskets here. Here you go, hold these. Our little O-rings and some grease on there. And we're gonna put this in here and see if we're close enough. Oh, looks like we got just a little bit more to loosen up there before that's gonna go in there. So we'll do that real quick. Okay, was that enough? Yep, that was enough. All right, so now we're gonna put the O-rings on. This side and this side. And we're gonna actually take this little packet of grease here and we're gonna grease up. Actually, before we put those on. All right. Actually, let's come in from this side here. Nice. And then I'll put these back on over here. And we're gonna snap in that one. Thank you, sir. All right. Okay, that's one on. We're getting there. So so I can't really see it when I'm trying to protect it, which is unfortunate.
It's a chain. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of working both sides, back and forth slowly. Alright, so I was able to get that on and work it back and forth, and I was just taking a pair of vice grips and I was putting a little nail on both sides as I bit down, and it was causing it to squeeze really good. So now I think we've got plenty of that link hanging out. I think we're going to be good to go there. Alright, so now we're going to tighten this thing up, and then we're going to make sure we're the same length on both sides. That looks pretty good. So there's my positive mark, and I'm 1 and just about 3/4 of the way.
It's 2 different sizes.
Alright, so I got my positive line there, and then I'm 1 and just a little positive line there, then I'm 1 and just a little right there. I think that's right where I want to be. And then that puts us there on the chain. So now I'm gonna give this 1/2 a turn. Give this 1/2 a turn. That tightens up the chain. And I think we're gonna lock that down, and I think we're going to see how that does. Alright, so I got my cotter pin hole line back up. Give it a little tap in. Yes, wrong tool. I know. And then we're gonna give it a go. See what we got.
No, it's
Actually, it's time for a new cotter pin. Actually, I might have enough left on that, just for the time being, for the moment. But really, just so long as it can't turn, that's what's important.
That one. It's stripped, Nate.
Alright, so
It was slipping.
right where I want it to be. I'm gonna tighten up that there, so we don't move while we're riding.
You got that thing in there good, huh?
Alright, now let's check our tension.
I like that.
I think that's good. Well, let's see how it rides. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. All right, good news and bad news. Bad news is we were not able to get that sprocket, and the good news is we don't need it.
Cool.
That's fixed.
That was the chain?
That was the chain. Yep. Nice. Yeah, this thing was lagging, so it would just jolt whenever you would come off the throttle because of the rollers in the chain were shot. So we got that new chain on there. It's much tighter, it's much better, and yeah, I'm gonna call this one a win, guys. All right, yeah, have a great day. So we're gonna change out the chain on your 2013 Kawasaki Ninja 300. So let's see how this goes.